The Super Swerve boots, Adidas Predator Power Swerve. These boots were like having superpowers on your feet. Released in 2008, they had rubber fins on the top that gripped the ball like tiny hands. When you kicked, these fins would bend and snap back, making the ball swerve like crazy. David Beckham loved them. He could make the ball move in ways that seemed impossible. But here's the crazy part. Some leagues actually banned them. They said the rubber fins gave players an unfair advantage. Imagine being so good at bending the ball that they had to change the rules. That's exactly what happened. FIFA eventually forced Adidas to tone down the rubber elements in later models. The funny thing is, players still found ways to make the ball bend. Turns out, it wasn't just the boots, it was the skill. But for a while, these boots were like having cheat codes for free kicks. The glow-in-the-dark sweet spots. Nike Total 90 Laser. These boots had a special sweet spot that lit up under UV light. Nike claimed they mapped the perfect striking zone on the boot to help players hit the ball better. They even came with special glasses so you could see the secret pattern. Some leagues banned them because they said it was like having a target painted on your boot. It's like if you were playing darts and someone gave you special darts that always hit the bullseye. Not fair, right? The funniest part was watching players try to use the UV glasses during training. They looked like they were at a weird football disco party instead of practice. Eventually, Nike had to remove the UV feature, but not before Roberto Carlos smashed some ridiculous free kicks wearing them. The paper-thin boots, Puma V 1.10 SL. These were the lightest football boots ever made when they came out. They weighed just 150 grams. That's lighter than a hamster. Puma made them super thin to help players feel the ball better and run faster, but they were banned in some professional leagues for being too dangerous. The boots were so thin that they didn't protect players' feet. Samuel Eto'o wore them and got injured because there was basically nothing between his foot and another player's studs. It's like wearing paper shoes in a rock fight. Not a good idea. Puma had to go back to the drawing board and add more protection. Sometimes being too light isn't always right. The sticky goalkeeper gloves. Sondico goalkeeper gloves. In the 1990s, Sondico made goalkeeper gloves with special sticky palm technology. The gloves had a coating that got stickier when wet. Goalkeepers would secretly spray water on their gloves to make the ball stick to their hands like glue. This was like having super-powered hands. Imagine trying to throw a ball away, but it stuck to your hand. That's how good these gloves were at catching. FIFA eventually banned the super sticky versions because it was basically like catching with flypaper. Some keepers got so used to the sticky gloves that when they had to switch to normal ones, they started dropping easy catches. Oops, the secret hand spray. Sticky spray. Speaking of sticky stuff, some goalkeepers took matters into their own hands. Literally. They would spray sticky substances on their gloves before matches. This wasn't a product you could buy in stores. It was more like a secret weapon. Goalkeepers would use everything from hairspray to special sticky sprays made for gymnastics. The ball would hit their hands and just stop, like magic. This was totally against the rules, but it was hard to catch keepers doing it. Referees started checking goalkeepers' gloves before matches, which led to some hilarious moments. Imagine a referee sniffing a goalkeeper's hands like a suspicious parent checking if their kid ate cookies before dinner. The colourful compression gear, Skins compression gear. These tight undershirts and shorts were supposed to help players' muscles work better and recover faster. Some even claimed they improved blood flow and oxygen delivery to muscles. But in 2011, FIFA banned coloured compression gear that showed below the uniform. They said it was distracting and didn't match team colours. Players had to wear compression gear that matched their uniform exactly. The funniest part was watching players frantically changing their undershirts when the referee spotted the wrong colour peeking out. It was like a quick fashion emergency in the middle of a match. The dangerous jewellery, necklaces and jewellery. You might think this is obvious, but players used to wear all sorts of jewellery during matches. Necklaces, bracelets, earrings. You name it. FIFA banned all jewellery in official matches because it was dangerous. Imagine running full speed and getting your necklace caught on someone else's shirt. It's like being clotheslined by your own fashion choices. Some players tried to tape over their jewellery instead of removing it. Referees would spot a suspicious bump under the tape and make them take it off anyway. Nice try, but no dice. The secret shirt messages. Undergarment messages. Players loved to celebrate goals by lifting their shirts to reveal messages on undershirts. Some were sweet, like "Happy Birthday, Mum." Others were political or controversial. In 2014, FIFA banned all undershirt messages completely. They said football wasn't the place for personal statements. The penalty? A yellow card and a fine. This led to some creative workarounds. Players started writing messages on their underpants instead. But that required a much more committed celebration. Not many were brave enough to try it. The crazy bouncing ball. Adidas Jabulani. This was the official ball of the 2010 World Cup in South Africa. It looked normal, but it was actually revolutionary. Adidas made it with fewer panels and a smoother surface, claiming it would fly straighter. Instead, it flew like a beach ball in a hurricane. Goalkeepers hated it because they couldn't predict where it would go. Even strikers complained that their shots were ending up in weird places. After the World Cup, many leagues banned the Jabulani from official matches. It was like trying to play football with a balloon that had a mind of its own. The ball was so unpredictable that it got its own Twitter account, making jokes about its wild flight path. The water-soaking ball. Mitre Ultimax. This ball was used in English football in the early 1990s. It was super light and would fly like a rocket when kicked hard. The problem? It would soak up water like a sponge on rainy days. By half-time on a wet day, the ball could double in weight. Players would kick what felt like a bowling ball across the pitch. Headers became a test of neck strength rather than skill. The ball was eventually banned and replaced with water-resistant versions. Old players still talk about the Ultimax like it was a medieval torture device. Back in my day, we headed real balls that gave you real concussions. Okay, boomer. The Darth Vader masks, altitude masks. These scary-looking masks restrict your breathing during training. They're supposed to simulate training at high altitude, making your body produce more red blood cells. FIFA didn't officially ban them, but they prohibited wearing them during matches. Obviously, imagine trying to play while looking like Bane from Batman. Many clubs also banned them from training because there wasn't enough evidence they actually worked. The funniest part was watching players try to communicate while wearing them. Not exactly clear tactical instructions. The spy vests, GPS vests during games. These vests track how far players run, how fast they move, and how hard their hearts are working. They're amazing for training, but FIFA banned them during official matches. Why? They said the hard plastic parts could hurt players during tackles. Also, coaches were getting too much real-time data, which FIFA thought was unfair. Some teams tried to sneak them in under jerseys anyway. It's hard to hide a bulky vest though. It's like trying to smuggle a sandwich into a movie theatre under your shirt. Everyone can see that weird rectangle. The cozy neck warmers, Snoods neck warmers. These cozy neck warmers became popular around 2010. Players like Carlos Tevez and Samir Nasri wore them during cold matches to keep their necks warm. In 2011, FIFA banned them completely. They said Snoods could be dangerous if pulled during the game, but many people think the real reason was that they looked too soft and unmanly for the tough sport of football. Sir Alex Ferguson famously said, "Real men don't wear Snoods." Ouch. Imagine being banned from football for being too fashionable and warm. The fashion police are real, and they work for FIFA. The branded headbands. Headbands with logos. Players often wear headbands to keep sweat and hair out of their eyes, but if those headbands have visible brand logos or messages, they're banned. FIFA has strict rules about what logos can appear on equipment. Only the manufacturer's normal logo is allowed, and it can't be too big. Some players try to get around this by wearing their headbands upside down or inside out. It's like when your teacher makes you turn your funny t-shirt inside out at school. Football has dress codes too. The blinding tape. Coloured ankle tape. Players used to wrap their ankles and wrists with super bright neon-coloured tape. Some would create patterns, or even spell out messages with the tape. It became a fashion statement on the pitch. In 2012, FIFA cracked down and banned any tape that wasn't the same colour as the player's socks or equipment. They claimed the bright colours were distracting to opponents and referees. The real victims were the tape manufacturers, who had invested in making rainbow-coloured tape collections. Players had to go back to boring white or black tape. It's like FIFA decided football should be less colourful. No fun allowed. Some players still sneak in coloured tape under their socks, where the referees can't see it. rebel footballers with their secret rainbow ankles. The magic spray. Vanishing spray. This wasn't banned, but it had a funny journey. Referees started using this special foam spray around 2014 to mark where free kicks should be taken and where defenders should stand. The spray would appear as a bright white line and then magically disappear after a few minutes. It was like having a temporary graffiti artist on the pitch. Players quickly found ways to mess with it. Some would secretly scuff the line with their boots to move it forward a few inches. Others would dramatically leap over it, like it was an electric fence. The funniest moments were when referees accidentally sprayed players' boots instead of the grass. FIFA loved the spray so much they made it mandatory in all top competitions. But some lower leagues banned it because referees were having too much fun with it, drawing smiley faces, writing their initials, or creating elaborate designs that took forever to disappear. It turns out even referees can get carried away with a can of magic, disappearing foam. So there you have it, the banned products of football. Some were banned for being too dangerous, others for being too helpful, and some just for being too weird. Football might be the beautiful game, but even beauty has rules. Which banned football product do you think was the most unfair or the most ridiculous? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed learning about these banned football products, hit subscribe for more football explainer videos. If you've got hypes left this week, use one here to push this video up the leaderboard. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.